Chevron is coming back, folks, so we're taking a walk down memory lane with the brand that arguably popularized the pattern nearly 60 years ago. Welcome back to Vintage A to Z. In today's episode, M is for Missoni. Ottavio and Rosita Missoni started their small knitwear operation in 1953 right outside Milan. However, they didn't immediately start out with those famous zigzag patterns. Before mastering the chevron, Missoni used industrial Rochelle lace looms to weave thread into a horizontal patchwork style known as the put-together look. Their signature zigzag debuted in the mid-1960s after they introduced a technique called space dyeing, which is when single strands of yarn are dyed in multiple colors to create a fluid, bleeding flame stitch when woven. Now, this is not the chunky teal and white chevron of the 2010s. We are talking delicate, detailed knits that look like paint in the way that the colors bleed together. This is the type of knitwear that proves that fashion is art, which is validated by the fact that you can find Missoni pieces in literal museums like London's Fashion and Textile Museum and the Met in New York. Missoni really took off in the 60s and 70s when it became a staple of European jet set style. A huge catalyst for the brand's fame was a scandal that occurred at the Pitti Palace in Florence in 1967. Right before the models went out for their runway walk, Rosita noticed that their bras were visible through the thin knitwear, which ruined the look, so she asked them to remove their undergarments and go out without them. Under the intense runway lights, the knitwear was basically translucent. Naturally, the press went wild and people were scandalized, but it cemented Missoni as a household name. Because of the brand's effortlessly wealthy and eccentric vibe, costume designers love using Missoni on their most fashionable characters. Carrie Bradshaw wore quite a few Missoni pieces on Sex and the City. Serena van der Woodsen was known to wear the brand in Gossip Girl, and Rachel Chu wears a beautiful Missoni halter dress in Crazy Rich Asians. Off-screen, Rihanna has been spotted wearing the brand on quite a few occasions in her street style looks, and Beyonce has been known to wear the brand quite often as well, including on the Renaissance tour. And that's just to name a few icons who have been spotted in the brand. In 1997, Ottavia and Rosita Missoni handed over the company reins to their daughter Angela. She remained creative director until 2021 and really modernized the brand while staying true to its roots. Now, Alberto Cagliari guides the brand as creative director, but the family is still very involved in the company. If you want the Missoni, look for less. You should look for the 2011 Missoni and Target collaboration, which famously sold out and crashed the Target website when it launched. It's a solid option for that Missoni look without the 1970s vintage piece price tag. When shopping secondhand, just remember to keep an eye out for any pulls or snags because these pieces are very delicate. But if you can find a well-preserved Missoni piece, that's basically a Grail level find. I can't believe we're already halfway through the alphabet. Let me know what brand we should dive into for the letter N.